So I'm not worried at all about the EU passing Article 13 because ultimately it's not going to stay around for very long because, whoever wrote this bill, this law, was clearly, a bunch of boomer politicians who don't understand the internet or like how this type of this type of law would actually affect business and stuff on YouTube. Like a few countries have already tried doing this stuff to Google in the past. Like I think it was it was Spain. In Spain, for example, in 2014, a law was passed that forced publishers to charge news aggregators for sharing snippets. Google reacted by shutting down Google News. Local aggregators couldn't afford the fees and collapsed. A similar opt-in law was passed in Germany in 2013. Google reacted by dropping sites who wouldn't let their content be shared for free, and again, traffic fell and publishers bent the knee. So, that is what is going to happen to the EU and all of Europe if this bill goes through and they don't make a bunch of amendments to it, which they've already done. Because people are looking at this and are like, this is not feasible. This is not going to work. So first, and also it's going to take a couple years to be implemented. And who knows how Europe is going to look in a couple years. And it's going to be, every nation is going to have to implement it on their own. And that doesn't mean that a lot of them are actually going to do it. And like I said, if you try suing Google, Facebook, all of these companies for their users uploading stuff that could potentially break copyright infringement, you're going to make these people leave, because people do that all the time. And it's really hard to actually monitor all of that. It's really hard. It's going to take a lot more processing power, everything, to actually filter everybody's shit. So good luck passing this. And this is actually a good thing as well, because this is just going to alienate more people from the EU, make them look like a bunch of dictators, and move them over to dissolving the EU, which I've already seen plenty of on Twitter in the UK, where they're like, I voted for Remain, I've always supported the EU, but after this, fuck you. So that's all they're doing with this. It's just a big, huge political gaffe that is going to make them look really bad, and that is not going to be implemented. So keep trying to do this. It's just going to look terrible for you. But if you're not exactly sure what Article 13 is, they kind of explain it a little bit here. Dubbed the upload filter by critics, it says that platforms storing and giving access to large amounts of works and other subjects matter uploaded by their users are liable for copyright infringement committed by users, meaning they can be sued by rights holders. So like I said, how is Facebook, YouTube, Google, Twitter, all of these companies going to actively do this? They already have enough time, or a hard enough time, applying these filters, trying to get right-wing people off of their site. They're also still getting a bunch of left-wingers and all this stuff. So like I said, this is actually a good thing. It's going to move more people to the right. It's going to make more people want to dissolve the EU. So don't worry so much about this. It's not going to be what a lot of people are kind of saying right now. I have no worry in my mind that this is going to actually pass to any real degree. It will pass, but implementing it, that's a whole nother story. And because of these old boomers who don't know how to fucking use the internet wrote this shit, they're gonna understand very fucking soon that this is not feasible. Because like I said, in Spain, in Germany, they tried this, they pulled out, and then all these companies just failed. They lost tons of traffic on their sites. So it's like, you have to work with these companies in these countries. Like they already do put a lot of leaning on them to censor certain content and all this stuff, but they can't push too hard, because companies like Google, they are very fucking powerful, extremely powerful. They're richer than most in lots of countries and have more power. And politicians, everybody, they already understand that. That's why pretty much they're working with every single fucking government, because every government understands the power of Google, the power of social media, and harnessing it to get people to vote or think a certain way, because it is powerful. We've already seen that thing of, I'm sure you've seen, I'll try to put a link in the description below, of that Google meeting that happened after Trump won the election, and all these people, they're talking about, oh, how are we going to make sure this doesn't happen again? How are we going to make sure these low information voters get all the information that they need? All this stuff. And then now, 2 years later, Alex Jones is being removed from all these different platforms. All these people are being censored. So it's like, we know these governments already have tons of control over these companies, but these companies also have a lot of power too. And if you attack their bottom line, like the EU is trying to do right now, because that's what it would do. There's no way they could pay all of that. Like, they are a very rich country or company, but there are a lot of people using their platform, uploading information all of the time that is going to be infringing on copyright. So good fucking luck with that. Good luck getting them to do that. It's going to be way easier for them to be like, well, we just won't have our service in your country anymore. And they'll be like, wait, no, please don't go. We'll rescind it. We'll change the bill. We'll gut it so it's practically nothing anymore. And that's what's gonna happen. Just mark my words. But that's all I pretty much had to say about this. If you like my content, subscribe and have a good day. See ya.